Hi, everyone. I'm not keeping track of days anymore. It's triple digits, it's too much to keep track of. Tomorrow will be officially week 9 post-surgery. Um, I'm using my tripod today. I've decided to stop taking videos where I go from the bottom up where I look like I weigh 8,000 pounds. Um, and my mobility is getting much better. So I decided to go back to the tripod. I haven't whipped out the selfie stick in a really long time. And I don't mind so much that it's pink. What do you know? I just watched, if you haven't watched my vlog of day 99 yet, I just finished watching it because I was really behind on uploading stuff. Um, and I just finished, I always rewatch them and then just put little notes on there, partially so that you know what's in the vlog before I put it up there. And also for me, because it's good for me to know, I was talking about the side effects from tamoxifen, and it's interesting being this far out of it now and adding on the Lupron to see how I'm feeling, which is the main thing I wanted to focus on today. But seeing where I was, well, what was that? That was last Friday, so 6 days ago. See where I was and seeing what side effects were going on then compared to now. So aside from me being helpful for other people, and day 99 is definitely amusing. I have to say, boy, I'm punchy in that one. But I actually I laughed a lot watching myself in the vlog. Because I'm that's what I used to, not the anger part, but the sarcasm part. I'm really sarcastic in day 99. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. ah, yeah, that was a good one. I was in a really angry place. Holy cow. Not in the angry place anymore. In hindsight, now I know that I was getting my period. But I don't normally get angry like that before a period. I never, or I don't know. I feel like things have been so different since surgery in lots of ways that maybe that's my new thing is I get really pissed off angry before my periods. But the good thing is I started the Lupron, so I won't be getting very many periods. So I guess there's less reason to be angry. I don't know. So yesterday, clearly haven't rewatched that vlog to even know what I talked about. And as I'm talking, my stomach is starting to get upset. But yesterday was awful. I thought it was because of the Lupron that I was having all these side effects. I was crazy nauseous. The bleeding was so bad. There was so much stuff going on. I'm pretty sure I did vlog. I know I did because I had a washcloth on my head because I was so hot. And now here I am, it was 77 degrees out. I had a t-shirt on today. I got my glasses back after I can't even think of how long they were gone. My glasses finally came back. Well, not finally came back. They were back. I just didn't look at my voicemail, I guess, to remind myself to actually go pick them up. So I can actually see now. Woohoo! I can see the timer. This is crazy. I can see the timer. I can see things close and far away. But they are different frames, I'm pretty sure, because the marbling looks different than the last time. I don't know. If you're that curious, you can take a look. Anyhow, so yesterday was an awful day. I slept like a rock last night. I meant to, I don't know why I do this. I meant to watch one of the vlogs to get things updated. I don't like being a week behind. It just feels like I have things on my to-do list, and that's not how I want things to be. But I fell asleep and I was out like a light. I slept primarily on my left side. I did have texts squashed up against, I really think I need to get another squishmallow of some sort. But I had text really squashed up against my chest. But I laid on my left side and I slept solidly until 5:15, I think, because my son got up then. And I heard him, but then I was able to go back to sleep. So I got a decent, last night was a really good night's sleep for a while, but maybe because of all the crazy from yesterday, that's where it all hit. All the side effects that I had yesterday, I don't think they were the Lupron. I think, especially with the nausea, I was so crazy nauseous yesterday, but there's nothing anywhere that says that nausea is a side effect from Lupron. nausea is a clear side effect from tamoxifen. So I wonder, as the internal battle between, what's going on in my girl regions happens right now, I wonder if there's something with the Lupron that's kind of activating the tamoxifen to start having these side effects. Because the extreme nausea, that is not something from Lupron. And it's funny watching these old not well, old to me now, vlogs of mine. I remember I looked up a graph of how Lupron works. And when you first start taking it for the first small amount of time, there's actually an increase in the amount of estrogen that's released, even though the ultimate goal is that there's like, you don't want estrogen. But the way it starts is like you start on your graph, whatever, and then there's a spike, not a spike, but like your levels of estrogen actually go up before they significantly drop. So I don't know if that was part of what was happening yesterday, and I can't even try to psychoanalyze. But what I will say is that my bleeding is almost gone today. It's like a hurricane. It's like 4 days of crazy, and then like, that's that. But you don't know when that is going to be. It used to be like 6 days I'd go with the like crazy heavy bleeding. So this, I think, no, it's day 5. Today's the 5th day. I thought it was 4. Whatever. But there was a stark change in the amount of bleeding shortly after I had the Lupron injection. Coincidence? Who knows? Just sharing. I have no idea. The nausea, ironically, didn't pop up until about 2 hours ago. Nowhere near like what it was yesterday. But I'm sure part of the nausea is how I've been eating today. Like I had a normal breakfast. Oh, I made eggs this morning. I'm rebelling by still using my kitchen, even though, like, safely using my kitchen. I'm like, I can make eggs because I could put a frying pan on my stove and find a spatula. It's so stupid. But I thought I heard my neighbors moving out, and I'm like, yes. Anyhow, I had eggs for breakfast. I had bread, which I know, like, I wanted to stop eating bread, but bread helps when I'm feeling nauseous. And I even had berries, which usually berries are not the thing to have when you're nauseous. But I didn't wake up nauseous at all. I actually felt okay when I got up this morning. There was no, excuse me, hemorrhaging at all. No clots. Or I shouldn't say that. There were a couple of clots this morning, but not like yesterday. They were small. So yeah, had breakfast. The only big outing I had today was picking up my glasses, which granted was like a 10-minute drive there and back, which is long for me. Maybe it was actually 15 minutes. It was the longest drive I've had. I feel like it was even, or maybe it was twistier because I went to the hospital the one time. Maybe it was a twistier ride, but it was definitely the most like, I don't know, adventurous ride that I've taken since surgery and driving on my own. So yeah, that's all I did was get my glasses today, but I was feeling okay, and the glasses was really quick, so I decided to go I didn't want to come back here home and then go pick up my son from school, so I just stayed in town, and I got lunch. So I got a roast beef sandwich, where the place that I used to always go to when I was working, and what was awesome is there's this guy, and if you live in town, you know exactly who I'm talking about. There's this guy who's always at this deli. He's always there. I actually interviewed him on Neighbors to Know, and he has his own show too. But I went into, like, I've worked I've worked at Medford TV for a little over 7 years now. And I see him at Ken's all the time, but I've never actually, oh, I just said Ken's, whatever. I've never actually gone there, like to actually eat, and then he's actually there. Anyway, it's like, after all these years and all this drama with the boobs and all this stuff, I go in just like randomly today. I wasn't even going to go there. I was going to go to get lunch 2 other places, but they were mobbed. And I went up there and I go in, and there he is eating lunch. And I'm like, well, now I have someone to eat lunch with. And it was funny because we were just like catching up on stuff, and it was just nice. But holy crap, I was tired. I was so tired. I still am tired. I don't know if having the glasses is part of that too, because they're progressives, like bifocal progressive kind of things. but I've worn bifocals since I was in my 20s. So, but I'm just crazy, crazy tired today. Yesterday was a really crazy day, so maybe that's why my body is just like recouping from all the crazy from yesterday. But like even, I say how people see me and they're like, "Oh, you look fine." Not today. People are like, "You look tired." And I'm like, "I am tired." And I wonder also if it's from all the blood loss in such a short period of time as to why I'm tired too. Note to self, I usually drink Gatorade or some sort of electrolytes after I have a period episode like that, and I haven't done that. So I should probably do that when I hang up with you guys. But it takes some time to recoup on fluid loss. I did have a roast beef sandwich to get some nice red meat in there to get my iron levels back up. Whether that's like how it works or not, I don't know. I like red meat, even though I don't eat it a lot because, well, I don't eat it frequently at all anymore. Anyway, but the nausea was just because it was getting close to dinner time and I ate lunch late, so I decided to have ice cream. It's like the worst thing to eat, whatever, but I had ice cream. It tasted really good. And then now it's like, 6:30 and I haven't had dinner yet. So it's my own stupid thing about why I'm feeling nauseous right now. But that's pretty much gone. I was super hot yesterday. Today, I was actually cold because I had the t-shirt on. I put a sweater on when I got home because I was like totally freezing. And then like went back in my little comfy corner here with my blankie and whatever, because my body temperature is still off. I hate that feeling, but my body temperature is still off. Not as bad as it was yesterday. The funny thing is, as I'm even talking right now, I can feel myself getting flushed. So that's like the hot flash things, and that could last for like an hour. Who knows? Headaches, no headache today, which is good. Yeah, overall much better than yesterday. The nice thing is maybe I'm distracted, I don't know, but my boobs have not really been hurting at all the past 2 days. I'm aware that they're there, they're stretchy, whatever. I skipped my exercises for like 2 days because I just felt like absolute crap. And I start PT tomorrow. So I'm like, I don't want to stretch too much so I can, I don't want to be like hurting during PT because I imagine it's going to be pushing it a bit for whatever she's going to ask me to do. I don't know. That's just my guess. But yesterday I did my PT exercises, and did I do them this morning? I think I did. And I'm actually starting to enjoy the one where my arms are out to the side, where it's like almost like hugging a wall with both of my arms out to the side. And what was interesting was I got an email from the physical therapy place, and they asked me to fill out like an intake form, and then it said to like describe the areas that hurt, or like how it feels, or is it achy, is it dull, is it sharp, what areas are bothering you. So it really made me stop to like think of every part of my body as to, okay, what hurts where and how does it hurt, and even random things like the inside. If I let go, I feel like it's gonna topple over. But like on my arm, the inside of my what do you even call that? I don't know. If you look over there, it's like right between my bicep and my tricep, whatever that little section is super sensitive, mostly on my right side. So it was interesting to like go through as to what parts still hurt and like what parts are still numb, and I'm happy with like my range of motion being way better than it used to be. I've been running the dishwasher because I have to wash all my dishes, like all of my dishes, like loads and loads of dishes because of my kitchen situation. And then I've been doing laundry. So reaching into the washing machine to pick up wet, heavy clothes was something I was not able to do before. Now I can do it, and I might have some pulling or pinging, but if there's pain, it doesn't last more than like an hour afterwards. So I know that I'm coming far, but it's definitely like, I don't know what the hell is going on inside of my body with this Lupron and the tamoxifen stuff going on. I have no idea. But I think all the crazy yesterday was not so much the Lupron itself. The side effects seemed like they were tamoxifen side effects, but I think it was just kicked over the edge by having a Lupron shot, like the party was getting started, and and here's where it goes. So I'm hoping that when I go back in 4 weeks, well, it's been a month. You go 4 weeks in a day in between injections. And I'm hoping, like, since my body has now experienced it once, that the next time I go, it won't be so horrible. I don't know. We'll see. What else to share with you? I don't even know. I'm so tired. I wanted to put my head down at the freaking deli and just like literally fall asleep. I was just so tired. But I did walk this morning. I walked, I meant to just walk like not very far. And then I started picking up leaves. It's just gorgeous in New England in the fall. I started picking up leaves. I had this bowl on my apothecary table, and I wanted to fill it with different colored leaves. So I just started picking leaves, and before I knew it, I walked like 1.7 miles. And I was like, damn it, I didn't mean to do that because I was trying to not overdo. Yeah. The body odor thing, I on that day 99, I mentioned that my left side didn't smell anymore. Neither side smells at all anymore. I don't know when exactly that happened, but I mean, obviously during week 8, because I'm still on week 8. So that part, I guess, does get solved. That it's not like I'm going to go the rest of my life smelling, which is good news. I would imagine it was from the lymph nodes that, I don't know, just shit needed to get out of my system. And it just gave me really bad body odor for a while. I showered today. I did not shower yesterday. And it's still a pain. It's easy to shave my left side, but I don't have the range to lift my right arm up enough to shave well. So it's still super uncomfortable, and half of it's numb still anyway. So it's hard to like shave when you're numb. That's why they tell you in the beginning not to shave your armpits for a while, which seems gross, like whatever. Plenty of people that never shave their armpits. But when your skin is numb and you're shaving, you don't know if you're cutting yourself or not. So, it's definitely been a process with figuring out how to shave in my armpits. And I don't know if I'll get that feeling back again. Who the heck knows? But I'm thrilled to report for that update that I don't have body odor anymore, or underarm odor anymore. I don't have body odor at all, whatever. But I'm back to smelling like Jen, which is good. Like I said, I imagine it's a lymph node thing or whatever. I don't have the nastiness. The night sweats also, have not had the night sweats in 2 days. Don't know if that's related to the fact that I had my period or not, but that was, that came on when the tamoxifen started, and I can't even think of how long I've been on the tamoxifen at this point. I feel like it's been 2 weeks, because they gave me 2 bottles, and there's 15 pills in a bottle. So I think it's been about 2 weeks on the tamoxifen. Another interesting thing I'm going to be curious about, speaking of having the glasses, is that people can have like big vision changes. I have a fantastic eye doctor. He does surgeries and stuff too. Hopefully I won't ever need him for surgery. But I do have to remember, because I have to make an appointment for my yearly visit with him, just to fill him in on what's going on. And like, I'm curious as to vision changes. I mean, now that I finally have my new glasses, it's been almost a year since I saw him last, and I finally got the glasses figured out, at least for today. They seem to be fine. Yeah, so I'm like crazy burning up right now, so I'm going to stop talking. Tomorrow starts week 9. Again, I'm not going to be vlogging every day. I mean, fortunately, there's just not, when there's nothing really going on, no news is good news, and I'd like to just like move on, to like life, and just taking these 3 weeks before I go back to work. And I think, I'll drive to the beach or whatever. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't know. It seems like it's so much time that you're taking off of work that you can have all this like free time, but like there's no free time. I go pick up my glasses. I'm literally in the place for like 5 minutes. He's like, no, they're fine. I mean, like they're adjusted correctly, whatever. And I seem to like be seeing things fine. And I leave. And then I'm like, I'm exhausted. And all I did was pick up my friggin' glasses. But granted, I did walk like however many, 1.7 miles this morning. So yeah, I'll just pop in. So I don't want you to get confused if it goes from like, I'll probably just, I don't know how I'm going to number these because I don't know what number I'm on. I know Saturday was 100. So if there's gaps in numbers, it's not because you're missing something or that my math is wrong. It's just that I didn't have things to talk about in between. My day 99 vlog, I was like, I didn't want to vlog on day 98. Raw! And I'm like super sarcastic and bitchy. It's entertaining to watch. And I'm glad that I'm not there. Although I do miss the sarcastic Jen. But even the extremity from yesterday to today, like I wasn't joking at all yesterday. Yesterday was awful with the side effects. And even the more I'm talking now, like I'm getting hotter and hotter. And my head, I don't have a headache. It just like, it feels like heavy. Like my brain feels heavy. So I'm going to sign off there. Tomorrow's PT, see what happens. And then I think I really just need to give myself some more resting time. When I have like the bleeding like it's very draining on your body because you're losing a lot of blood in a short amount of time. The last time this happened, actually, I had blood work done and it showed up as me being slightly anemic. But when I had follow-up blood work done, it wasn't, and it was solely based on that. So while the Lupron could make my body go like, what? And start all this drama, I know it's the right thing to do. It will cut the fibroids down. It will make the bleeding come down. Like in the long run, it's the right choice of what to do. I don't doubt that. I know that if you Google it, there's really not anything positive anyone has to say about Lupron, but I just know, like, my belly is back. My body seems to be working more. After emotion, after all the crap that's gone on with me since last summer. God, last summer. This all started in like June or July of 2020, where I'm like, my body is just off. Like these tests started coming up positive with things, not cancer at all. That was just recent. That was just 100 and whatever days ago. But it's just crazy that after all of that crap that happened, it's like now I'm on this path, and while it sucks, it's also like, hallelujah, you're finally figuring it out. It's like figuring out a puzzle and you just don't have the pieces at all. And they're just not, they fit well. It's just like you have like 6 puzzles going on at the same time and you don't really know which one to put together. I don't know. I'm just like too tired to even think of good analogies. But I will say that I am grateful, even though right now it's like side effects central. I am so happy that I have the team that I have that is sorting out this shit. I haven't ended with gratefulness in eons, so I will say that I'm grateful. Oh my gosh, I'm grateful for my vascular doctor. I'm grateful for my gynecologist. I would not even have gotten the breast MRI if it weren't for her. My oncologist is fantastic. The nurse, like almost everyone that I've dealt with this process has been phenomenal. The kidney stone process, not so much. And I wonder even too, like, do I even need to be on medication for I'm not changing anything right now, but it's like, why do I need to be on medication for the kidney stones where I'm like, my gut says, and my gut had always said something was wrong and it was not about a kidney stone. But I feel like the kidney stone was because my body was off. It was not because there's something going on with me that I'm more susceptible now to kidney stones. So I wonder if I can get off the medication. I don't know. I don't have a follow-up with them until December or January or something. It's a while away. But it'll be interesting to see what my blood work looks like at that point when things are more regulated, to see where to go. But yeah, I'm grateful, like as much as like my body is like, what the fuck, where'd my boobs go? I am grateful that like I'm at the point finally with my body that I am, because like something was wrong and I knew something was wrong and I had no idea what it was. I got the kidney stone, I'm like, no, that's not it. I got COVID, I'm like, no, that's not it. Like I got COVID because I'm run down and I don't know why I'm run down. Something else is wrong and I don't know what's wrong. And just never in a million years would have thought of breast cancer. Like, it's not that prevalent. What I will say is today is the 1 year, what do you call it? It's been a year since my aunt passed away. She was in her 80s. She had cancer many times. But as I got older, I became very, very, very close with her. And like I would sit here and I'd FaceTime her and just she'd make me laugh and like she'd be motherly with me and she'd curse like a sailor. And it was awesome. And I miss her. I miss her, and she had cancer over and over again. And she beat it every time. She didn't even die from cancer. Like, she beat it every time. And it just, like, yes, I miss her. And B, like, I wouldn't want her to be, like, miserable and in pain. Like, she's with my uncle now. And, like, I do believe in angels and spirits and all that kind of stuff. And where I haven't been praying as much as I was before, I do feel like there are certain people that have passed that do watch over me. And when I saw that it was a year ago today that she passed, I don't feel like I'm alone in that way. And like, who knew that I would be on this cancer journey myself? It's just crazy. I never never would have thought. I remember like my mom having like lumps and stuff, and I remember her like having me even feel what one of her lumps feels like so that I would know what to feel or what to look for. And the irony is I have breast cancer, like, however many years later, and there was no lump. So that memory of me touching my mom's boob, which was like, well, that's my mom's boob, that's just gross. And it didn't even matter because there was no lump. Although it was interesting that, to feel hers, it felt like a rock. And granted, she had breast cancer when she was in her 70s, but yeah, unrelated to other stuff that had happened to her earlier. I don't know. Cancer is just weird. Yeah, so I was doing gratitude, but I'm burning up. And I need to drink water or have food or something, but I'm sweating my ass off right now. But not feeling so super icky. So, yeah, PT tomorrow. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I'll wear good clothes and feel empowered. We'll see. All right. Have a good have a good day. Have a good night. Peace be with you. I don't know. Whatever all the good things are. Be grateful. Be happy for the people you have in your life.